Hello everyone and welcome back to Rebel Brick. We're continuing on with our aircraft carrier today. I kind of worked a little bit on our flight deck. So we have our flight deck finished. I have this panel so I can take that off. I do have it all braced up. I have not completed it inside here because I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to divide that up. This side is going to be more fixed than this side, so whatever I do, I want to leave it open here so that way I can kind of work on that. So we can set that on there. And this does give us a pretty good platform. So as I reach over and I grab one of my planes, I can have one plane here. And I have a second one. So I could easily set that there. And then I have these little Skyhawks. That one is actually a G.I. Joe, a Hasbro's Creo Skyhawk. These were modified sets from Lego. They were close enough, so I figured I'd modify them to kind of look just like the G.I. Joe Skyhawk. So this is what I have on my carrier. I have a lot more room here now than what I did before. It was all kind of squished. Actually, before I was kind of stuck to having one plane sitting in the back, one over here, and then this, and I was actually over here a little bit more. We have a little bit more of a true box for our for our castle here, so that way we can launch planes off of our flight deck. I'm kind of moving these out of the way again. Alright, move planes out of the way. So today we're going to try and build a second layer on here, and then I will get a couple various. I had these before. I should probably try and get something set up so it looks more like some radar dishes or something else. We'll see about trying to work on that. So as I try and turn it a little bit sideways, I don't have a lot of room, so I guess I'll have to leave it that way after all. This is a big boy, so unfortunately with all the other stuff, and I've taken stuff off of there, I still really don't have a ton of room. So as I grab some more bricks, so here we go. I do have windows that I'm hoping to get up here, so I have at least 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I'm going to want to go one of these in the front, or if I'm going to want to go these on the side and then that in the front. I don't know. I'll figure that out as I build here. I was thinking about trying to put a walkway going around here, but seeing that I am still a little bit limited as to how much room I have, I think I'm going to forget about that idea, as my bricks are kind of falling on me. Come around to the other side where I have a little bit better room. Alright. So, I don't remember if last time if we had actually put this row on. I figured I'd go with one row right here on the side to add a little stability there. I'll try and pick that up here in a minute so we can look at that, or at least in a little bit so we can look at it. And to find the right bricks to put in here. Okay, so I will put that there, and then this one right here, so I can corner that out a little bit. And remember where I have all my bricks. Okay. So one there, one right here, That way that holds all that in. I will take one of my Pirate Gentlemen. I think if I start putting windows here, that should probably look about right. Now the question is, which window do I do? Here's a big part of me that wants to put this sitting right here instead of where that is right now. So I guess I'm at a dilemma. Which one do I do? And maybe I should even have one on the back side too, so you can see whatever kind of jet or whatever is coming in on that side, huh? Alright, so I guess that's what we'll do. So if we're not going to have anything on the outside, I think we should probably, as I'm throwing bricks around, I tell you, they just don't want to cooperate with me. Okay. Alright. So I guess I'm not going to need those for a few minutes. I will put one there. I will put one, if I can get it to sit on there correctly, one right there. And I think I'm going to set this one right here. That way they could hopefully look out and see around. That's the thought. Now I got to go up 2 more bricks on either side. Alright. I think I grabbed one too many bricks, I don't know. If nothing else, I have a spare for later if I need it. And there we are. So that takes care of this. Now I just got to finish this off. So depending on how things go, who knows, maybe I might want to have that piece there after all, huh? Well, looks like I'm going to need it. Alright. Now because I don't have a doorway, this really does not have to be up as high, although I think I still want to go 1 brick higher than where we are. Bringing out a couple more of these in case I need them. Okay. And then we're going to do this. Alright. And I guess the next big question is we're going to have to come up with a name for this. So what are we going to call this? I think if I do a name on it, what I might end up doing here is... So I think I might just do that. I'll box this out a little bit. Because I might print that off on some paper or something. And then, possibly... print it out. I don't know if I maybe tape it on here and right here on the back or what. That would be a kind of a nifty idea. Actually, this kind of looks a little goofy now that I'm doing that. Doesn't seem quite right. So if I'm boxing all that out, maybe I should box this. Thoughts? there, and we'll do that there. Okay, so I'm clearly over, so that works out pretty good. Now I have to start getting pieces on top of that. Now I'll grab my other plates here. Good news is, because I know the silliness I get into, I do have a habit of buying these things in bulk, so I don't know if I can get that to sit. Oh, come on, you little fucker. Here we are. Now she's sitting on there. Okay. I'm really getting myself into a bind here, ain't I? Alright. So, thinking, and I'm just piecing this together here, just outside of view. Alright, so that looks like that should cover, I'm just shy. I am just shy. So, I guess what I'll have to do is I'm going to do that. So that should make it. So if I do this here, see, I'm going to do it again. I hear all the squeakity squeaks of it. Alright, so we will just finagle that just a little bit. Oh, starting to pull up on something here. That wouldn't be good. Alright. Sure. Oh, I do this to myself all the time, I think. I think. I keep my head out of the way here. I think the bricks are more important than I am. Alright, here we are. Now we'll try and line this up. Line it up like this. This isn't the strongest build I've ever done, but this does hold pretty good. I can tap it and it's not really doing all that much. Yeah, sugars. Pulled up on a spot I shouldn't have pulled up on. Alright. Then I'm going to have to do the same thing back here apparently. So, okay. My mind wasn't playing tricks on me. Alright. Okay. So now we have the top. And that does have some strength. Now, like I said, I have to kind of come up with something to put up there. So, what do we put up here? We have something that looks like there's a reason and a way and everything else to maybe try and track airplanes. So, I'm going to take these. Actually, here, that way it's on both of them. Maybe hold all that together a little bit better. maybe like a radar dome. And we're going to sit this on top. So that's up there. And then, let's see, maybe if I can set that there. And this one right here maybe. Now, to be perfectly honest, I don't know what the Navy all has on top of all their stuff. I'm guessing there's a radar dome, so that way they can try and find all the planes that are out there, and I know they track other ships and so on and so forth. And guessing antennas would be a very big thing for them to have on there, so if for nothing else, we have a couple antennas, a radar dome, and something else here. Maybe even, so I've got this here. Why don't I put that in the front? And it's got a little radar dish, so it looks like maybe it's supposed to be there. Alright, so that would be at least the base of my carrier. So we got a flight deck, which is good. I do have a couple. I didn't get a door. I forgot to see about getting a door. So I think I'm done with these, at least for the moment. I think I'm going to need them underneath there. And then we're going to have to kind of figure this out here. Let's get some rooms in there, maybe even a bed or two if I could, because that would be pretty neat. Let me get these pieces out of here. Seeing that I'm looking at these pieces, remember how I was saying on the first build, when you look at the side, there's pieces where they're regular bricks, but they go all the way through. These are old Tyco pieces. These are actually meant for their wheels. This is from like an old castle set, if I can separate it. So you can hold this up here. There's a notch here, and there's a notch on the side here, so it kind of goes crisscross, and it's that way on both of them. So Tyco way back when, and you're saying 40 years ago, trying to come up with an idea to do different wheels. They actually did wheels that way, so you'd have a metal rod that went through, or you could have it this way if you wanted. Although I don't think we ever really got it to work that way. That way was the way that it really worked. But otherwise, if you kept it together, that's a regular brick. So lately, whenever I've been using these, I've just been using them as regular bricks. Although it is interesting to say that I could actually have a half brick compared to the Lego's 1/3. Just for something a little bit different if I was trying to do something, whatever. Normally this just sits in my miscellaneous brick pile or whatever, and I've got a fairly good sized tub. Sometimes if I'm really looking for parts, I'll kind of get down a blanket or something like that, dump everything out, and just kind of rummage through for a little bit, trying to figure out exactly where everything is. Sometimes it seems like that works a little bit better than sitting there digging through them. This is from an anime set. Thought it was kind of neat. So he actually has something that looks a little bit more of a anime gun. So at the moment he'll be our Mr. Smith or so. Kind of an unknown person in a way. Alright, so let's see here. We need to get some beds. Got some different colored bricks in here. So if I do this right, maybe I can at least set up what looks like a couple different beds. Alright. Only problem is I don't have a different color, like a little ramp piece or anything at the moment, so I really don't have anything for that. What I could maybe do just put them here. I get a piece in here, so I'm going to let that be. Let's see if maybe I can get a locker or something like that in there. Let's see, I could use a couple more. Oh shoot, I'm going to need those bricks. If I remember correctly, I've got a couple open holes on that side, so let me use these. So we have black on the bottom. Orange on the top. My thumb just is not working too well. Alright, there we are. Let's see. There's a second bed. I'll try and set a bed up here in this corner. And then I think I'm going to try and copy this over here. And I'll do it on this side. Or at least in the front. Come on, bricks, out of the way. Alright. There. And then we're just going to build a wall in here. Leaving one brick space, or one peg space there, instead of that one being right up against the wall. Now I've got an issue. Now I need something to take up some of that room. So now you're going to hear some jostles. The reason why I build over here all the time is because I've got a couple different bags and boxes of miscellaneous parts and all that stuff, so I can kind of easily just kind of bring this over. I can kind of show you the different things I've built, or I pulled that out because I was thinking, oh yeah, well I can use that for building or something, and oh hey, what do you know, there's a door. So I have a door I can throw there. Clear door, that's not really the kind of door I think that we would be using, but if I can find, you know, normally I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to be digging through anything, but it appears I was wrong. If you watch some of my other videos and that, some of the other things I had built and put together, and I get some other parts out and everything else, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh okay, well I could use that. That can maybe be used because we need an engine, so I could use that. Here's yellow, and I think I have a blue sitting around here somewhere. Somebody's got a cover there. Trying to remember what those came from. I know it was something I was doing. I don't remember what it is offhand. Okay, so I got 2 reds, 1 yellow. So that's going to be our imaginary motor. Just because it's there and I can use it, so I figured, yeah, that ought to work. The most powerful engine in the world is our imagination. And the things that we come up with. So kind of just brushing through here real quick. I don't really see all that much other ideas I had in my head, things I wanted to try and do. And of course, I'm not finding what I'm looking for at the moment. So I think what I'll do is I'll just abandon this. I'll just put a wall going straight up, and then I'll see what I can find to fix that up later if I have to. Because I might just put a plate underneath then and just kind of go from there. Because no one's going to really see it on that side too well. So in that case, I don't think it's going to matter. Let's see, I can't remember what I had in there that might be in my way. Alright. So, now because I'm building underneath, there's that. Trying to get this in here. I think if I was smarter, I probably would have measured it up to that wall and then just put it up there. But apparently I wasn't that smart at the time. Although I think I might do that now, only because I think that sounds like a very brilliant idea. Because then I can match it up here. Yep, that's about the height I want. And then as I set it in here, I'll pick this up here in a minute. The only problem is because of the way I built this, it makes it a little harder for me to get into the engine area. So I'm going to set this down here. That might just get set up here. 2, 3. Oops, that's too close together. And then maybe throw that there. So obviously I don't think I'm going to be storing all that much stuff in there. And let me put this in here. 2, 3, oh, that's actually 5. So that's about the right height there. I want that to go opposite of this. And then I think I'm going to try and make one more over here, because that will go for right here. Because the other thing is, this will, if I don't drop everything, oh, and that's why I try to build things up pretty good, because sometimes I just get the dropsies and it's never good. Alright, there's 4, there's 5. Take that out, try and get these extra pieces out, so if I tilt this, I don't have a whole bunch of stuff trying to come out at me. Alright, so there's a doorway right there. I can maybe put that there. Hopefully this will work. Let me see here. So this goes in here. Alright, and then that sits right on there. And now this, on the inside, it doesn't bend down as much. Putting a little bit of force on there, it doesn't bend down as much. So that works out pretty good. Alright. And with that just being a very basic layout for a ship, at least to say I've got a couple beds in there, I could call this maybe a dining hall, and that's storage and some engine stuff. I don't know if I'll try and rip the back off and put that underneath or not. I might just leave it the way it is. We'll have to see. I do have to try and get this door in there. So, seeing that we're here working on this together, let's see if I completely do this wrong. I guess my only other question is, if I put the door here, going that way, am I going to be able to open it? I don't think I will, because I think it's going to hit these pegs. And unfortunately, what was that? You alright there, bunnies? My bunnies are talking to me. Alright. Put that there. Nope, that doesn't want to come up. Alright, well, I'll put the door in this way. We'll see how well that works. I'm going to have to kind of lift this up a little bit so I can kind of do this. Trying to do this without breaking it all. That's the scary part now, because now I get this all in here, and now I'm trying to get that door in there. So I think I could very easily break all this, and then everything's going to go to pot. So let's see how well I can do this. Get on the other side, push up just a little bit, and it's snuck in. Yep, I was right, it's not going to be able to open, but I at least have a door there, so it looks like it can get someone to go through. And that's half of it for me, so we'll have our Agent Smith there walking, and I think we have this working pretty good. So let me lift this up. I will take that off, and now you get to see. So we have beds in here, we have a couple rooms, and then we have, that'll be our make-believe engine stuff, you know, thinking if it's a futuristic engine. And as we flip this around onto this side, here we go. I don't have a steering wheel in there yet. I gotta find a steering wheel. If I could, I'd like to get a big steering wheel. But we'll see what I can get in there. If I get anything in, I gotta get something in there. I can't leave it that plain, but I'll get something in there. But I do have two computers. One looks like it's tracking planes, and one looks like it's tracking other ships or whatever. So, and we have some stairs going up. Whether it works or not, it at least looks like it does. All right. And then we have our radar dish and that on top. I'll set this down before I do get the drop seas and drop it and see exactly how strong I built this. And we will put that on there. And now she's ready to have some planes and everything else. So, thank you for spending some time with me trying to recreate my aircraft carrier. Hope you have a good day, and thank you for watching Rebel Brick.